Good morning. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Monday. Let's see here. Study Monday. Hey, Bruno Romanos. Hey, Atsuki. How's it going? How's it going? Hello. So, today I thought we should do study of a skull. Why not, eh? So, let me copy that URL. Hey, Quentin. Sharta, how's it going? So, anyone want to join in on the study? There's the reference. Today, I wanna practice just like a general color value form type thing. That's what the goal of today is like trying to capture the volumetrics in change in color and change in form, like which form is pointing where. So I'm gonna try to, when I paint it, I'm not gonna block it in. I'm gonna like mold it like statue type thing, like cutting edges rather than trying to nail the silhouette and then paint the inside. I feel that can be a bit stiff and counterproductive, but I'm gonna try to do that as well. But anyways, hey Breakjack, how's it going? UK for fascism. Oh yeah, good for you. Glad that you think that. I hope that works well for you. Hey Zelin. Oh man, god damn it. It's a nice guy there. Hmm. Would you know? Sometimes you gotta break an egg. Hey Zelin. Bye bye Jackson. Have a great day. Hope it works. Your thoughts works out good for you. Anyways, let's start the timer. Let's do it. So again, if anyone wanna join in on the reference, there's the URL. So yeah. Soon it is gonna be what's it gonna be soon? Industry workshops is gonna be soon. Accurate, yeah. Pre coffee. Yeah. So one thing I see, which I kind of wanted to try to capture, um, was the transition like from warm to black, like it's a gradient like that, right? That's kind of that's one of the reasons why I really was captured by this reference and the way this reference kind of, if you look at the picture large, you're losing that gradient. But if you zoom it out, let me double that. Like if you look at it from far away, that gradient is it's very obvious. Hey, Avoided Breakfast. Hey, Ricky. How's it going? Yeah, so that gradient is quite intriguing to look at. So I'm gonna try to kind of go towards that and see. Um, like I just wanna like model the form and look at a skull, rather than I'm gonna try to be accurate and represent it correctly in proportions and so on. But the study is not trying to duplicate the image, but to kind of understand that nice gradient, the kind of luminescence, or however the bounce light in the eye sockets and so on, how it gradually changes. And I think my assumption moving forward of this study is that, hey, thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, I think that's Thai, is it? Thai or Korean? Um, I can't read what it says, but thank you. Welcome. So it's a little bit crooked already, I can see, but it's all good. Man, that Jackson guy, what an idiot. Don't you have anything better to do? Talk about keyboard warrior. Hey Lurib, how's it going? So I think when I start adding grays and greens, I think a lot of the skull might come alive. So that's something I'm gonna try to look out for as well. Like there's gonna be some yellow, and I wanna try to keep some of this orange coming through, using more of like traditional painting technique of an underpainting, because one thing like that I know Craig Mullins does. Skull will come alive. Yeah, I know. One thing that I know Craig Mullins does, he uses underpainting, and so does Jamie Jones. Like the use of an underpainting, that or like the benefits of an underpainting, they definitely use. They let the brush marks lay, as you say. You don't try to go over them too much, so that the brush marks are with confidence and um, purpose. And what one thing that I know Craig Mullins does as well is that he manually goes in and adds noise, like hue variation, um, into the brush marks, so that the brush marks becomes a lot more vibrant. And one way to do that is using underpainting. But he also deliberately goes in and works the subtleties towards the end of his paintings, as far as I understand. I think, is it Ixi that took one of his courses? If you go to the Discord and to the subscriber sketchbooks, um, she, I think it's a she, Ixi, wrote about it, like the experience and so on. But I remember from back in the days of when Craig Mullins shared his knowledge on Sigyn. It was very fascinating to be a part of, or like be a part of his thinking, you know. Now I will use a color dodge, and I want to try to kind of add swooshiness to this. That turned awfully. Oop. Let's see what this does. Oh. Completely wrong hue on the skull, but I'm gonna hue shift that. I started off with too much orange, I think. But it's okay. We'll make it. It doesn't need to be super accurate color-wise. Purpose is to analyze. Not to perfectly represent or reproduce. Yeah, that's one thing that I love with, for example, Jamie Jones' style, is that he has such a he gets such kind of lots of information in clean brush marks, because it takes time to make those brush marks correct. You know, he redoes like a lot of artists, they sit and redo the brush stroke until they get it right, like just right, and then they move to the next one and next one, and with patience like that, which in my painting style I don't. You can get really good results, and I think if I like analyze myself, that's something I should focus on, slowing down, and be more deliberate with my brush marks, because I know it myself. Like a lot of times I'm just kind of rushing unnecessarily, and I construct things wrong, and I get weaker results. Due to it, you know. But when I do professional work, I obviously take my time, you know, and then the structure is completely different. But as a general rule, or if I generally analyze like what I do, I rush quite fast, and I would probably benefit from relaxing a bit more. Hey Amir, what up? Hey String Maker, how's it going? It's not working for you? Today, chat hasn't been super active. Um, but I don't know. Sometimes Twitch bugs out. And sometimes you gotta refresh or switch off, you know, relaunch the browser. I mean, I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I'm a bit excited about I'm excited about industry workshops. It's gonna be crazy cool to go back there and meet old coworkers, old friends, listen to some great talks. Gonna do some demo. It's gonna be fun. I'm very excited. It's gonna be good fun. So obviously then there's not gonna be a warm up over the I think on Friday and Thursday. Um, Due to me traveling. I was contemplating. Someone was saying that I should do like a vlog uh, of my experiences at the industry workshop or Malta. I think it mostly probably was for Malta. Um, I think that would be cool. I just don't know how I would do it, but I was thinking about it the other day. Um, Industry workshops is this coming weekend, coming now, um, and THU Malta thing is September. Mid-September, I think, if my memory serves me right. Oh, Crystal Earth, right. It's transparent. I can fix that. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's I was deliberately doing the monsters warm-ups, um, to be ready for the demo. I mean, I'm always ready. I'm born ready. But it's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun to sit in demo. I think I have 3 hours in total. 1 hour one day and then 2 hours the next day. If I understand it correctly, this year they're gonna have presentation and a demo artist kind of sharing the space, if I understand correctly somehow. Concept Sam. Oh, that's a shame, man. But you're also gonna go to France and bicycling, so that's pretty cool. Probably way better for your mind to not sit in front of a computer. I wanna get some of that strange green. But yeah, I'm gonna be fun. Gonna hang out with people, have some beers, have some laughs. I think generally just taking it easy though. Oh, by the way, the 2 week challenge is over. Thanks everyone who contributed. I'm gonna try to do a lunch stream today where I go through them. But the nature of this 2 weeks challenge was that, like, interpret it as you wish. Um, so obviously, some people stayed true to the reference. A lot of people, did what they felt like, or it's became a lot of entries became quite fine artsy in the sense of like emotional rather than technical. So obviously I can't comment on those type of deals, but I'm gonna try to just look at it from a technical point of view in conjunction with the the choices you guys have made, and give some sort of feedback. Uh, so that's gonna be cool. There's some really really nice entries, um, quite beautiful ones. Was really really pretty things. For those who don't know, most of you probably do know, but a 2 week challenge is a Discord challenge I set up every second week, where it's a theme that we all study towards or practice towards to up our skill set. And it's like no competition or anything. It's just uh, like a study guide of sorts, like to help push us uh, moving forward. This edge needs to be so defined. Atsuki, yeah, it was yours was very pretty, and I liked that some people fully reinvented the concept and did their thing about it in terms of using the reference. But it was really cool. Oms did like a sci-fi one, which was crazy. It was really cool to see, um, and some other ones. But yeah, so this lunch, uh, I'm gonna try to stream it. Get take some time to stream it. It should be fine. I don't, unless it's something unexpected, then I won't stream. But you can consider the stream coming. Man, this skull is so much fun. 2 week challenge. Yeah. What? No. Hey, the shoe thief. Shoe thief. Chew chief. Chew chief? Like, Nordic people, you can hear them in the way they say S and um, shop and chop. For example, that ch sound. Sheep and cheap. Uh, Nordic person doesn't have that sharp uh, the chop sound down. They tend to go shop, as in shopping with a knife, but it's supposed to be chopping. KG sound is for the name like shell, kiel. Yeah, I and J as well. Yeah, just fine or just fine. Yep, that's how you can spot a Nordic person. They don't have that j or ch sounds natively. So it takes practice to do that. It takes practice to remove that awkwardness. It's funny though. Swinglish, Swedish English. It's one of the most hilarious things to listen to. And I mean, I'm no English expert. You can clearly hear I'm Swedish as well in the way I pronunciate stuff. But I must say though, I'm not that bad. Like some Swedish people are in terms of English pronunciations. Yeah, jump. That's how Swedes say it. Jump. He jumped. He jumped the river. It's so weird. That soft J. He jumped. And also they add the melody. He jumped. He jumped the river. It just becomes so off. It should be jumped the river, right? Not jumped. But you can clearly hear like Nordics or Swedes when they pronounce, when you walk around the street and you hear them speak English, it's like, aha, you are a Swede. And you can just start speaking Swedish all of a sudden. The Benjamin, thank you very much. It's like I mentioned earlier on the stream, it's not meant to be a perfect replica. The purpose of this study is.
I feel like I should say something smart.
Hey, Sylvia Dross, thanks for the host. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I was going for the gradient in the darks as one of the things I wanted to study. And now I'm just kind of. There's lots of mistakes here. But that's okay, because I'm not trying to duplicate the source, right? I'm analyzing the source. One of the things I focused on is the kind of the luminescence, which is very obvious in the little one. Like there's the gradient in the eye socket, like how the light is blooming. Concept Sam. Bjorn means, you actually say it Bjorn. And Bjorn means bear. The animal. The bear. Hey Sylvia Dross. Well, thank you. Welcome. Welcome, you and your friends. Welcome. Take a chair. Kick back for the next 3 minutes. my name, my handle, Bjorn. Bjorn Hurri is my name. I don't go by any like special handle. It's just my name. Because my name has worth. No, but I've been cultivating my name as a product in the sense of hire, like a person to hire, not by a nickname like Sparth, right? Sparth. He's a great artist, but most people know him by Sparth rather than Bouvier. His surname is Bouvier or something. I don't remember his first name. Which is interesting. And if you don't know Sparth is like a sci-fi illustrator, mostly. Really talented, top of the food chain type deal, right? Bjorn means the strength of a bear, more or less, like bear strong. I'm gonna have some vacation, sporadic vacations, but I tend to take them all later in the year. Um, like over Christmas period, I think I have usually like a month straight of no work. I just pack my bags, switch off the computer, don't touch anything, just switch off from internet and work. And I feel like summer is nice and all, but there's always a lot of clients over summer, and there's always busy periods. So if I would take vacation, the studio would suffer, and it would be like unnecessary pressure on all the other people there, in that terms of like, because I'm the lead, I tend to pull the biggest straw in terms of effort and productivity, generally speaking, of course, because I've been doing it for so many years. If I would go on vacation, people would need to, like, uh, they wouldn't have a nice 2 week uh, time. I would love it. I would sit and drink beer, but they would be sweating. So that's in general why I don't take vacation in the middle of the summer. Um, and I save it for later in the year so that I can just switch off everything, and studio closes for Christmas and all that. Those things is a bit less impact on the studio. Fricka fricka flink Bjorn Hurri, yeah. Chuka chuka, or however you spell chuka chuka. French mango. In this one today, uh, one of the things I was looking for in the reference is that the light bounces, right? It goes from orange to dark in the corner, and it's silhouetted by a background. So that's one of the things I wanted to focus on. I wasn't trying to copy the skull, like as a replication. Uh, so then I just started blocking the form and thinking about which goes where, um, and then started feeling the surface more, of like trying to define the shapes, the form. Just keep on doing that, and then in on this step, uh, the relationship there on the right side between the right and left, and why it becomes so vibrant, like in the brown and oranges. That's what I kind of looked at there, and then just final touches as far as I'm going to take this study, about just general uh, relationship between the parts of the skull. Um, and if anyone want to do the study, there's a reference. Please post it on either Firestarter, which is a link underneath. I have a daily thread there. On this stream, I post a stream there, or Discord, which is also a button underneath. Click that, and there's a, share it. French Mango, how easy it is? I mean, there's nothing to it but other than pick up a pen. But to get good at something takes a long time and focused effort. You can try to be good at art for forever, but if you're not working smart, you're wasting the time, right? It's not only hard work, but you have to do it the correct way, like smart way of doing it, right? Other than that, you're gonna waste a lot of time, and it's gonna be pointless. But to get hired, low-level clients is rather easy. I'd say 2 years of trying with direction, and you should be able to get some sort of low-level clients. But it's not going to be good stuff. You're not going to be a good artist after 2 years. But you got to start somewhere, right? Also, join the Discord. Hey! If you want to get into the industry. Everyone there is trying to get into the industry, and some of them made it already. Anyways, I can't fiddle with this anymore. Time has stopped. Hey, Mr. Panka, welcome and goodbye. The stream is gonna end. French Mango, yeah, jobs is tricky. It's tricky, but it's not impossible. So let's see who's doing something interesting. Hazardous art, food. Be right back. In real life. This looks pretty cool. What are you doing? Let's raid Christopher Kant. Or let's have a look at creative. Good night, Silvedras. Welcome. You're welcome back anytime. I do this at every day and the same time, so feel free to join in. Click follow, all that jazz. You see me online. Do you guys have any suggestions who I should raid or host? Some low view count person? Or some favorite artist of yours? To the pits of creative here. Kings of Humans. Alright. Let's raid Kings of Humans. Invalid username. Kings of Humans. King of Humans. Tit streamer? Oh. What's this? There's tits and ass everywhere. You can't see the forest for all the tits and ass. Anyways, have a great day. Good night. See you tomorrow. Same time. Bye bye.